Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. We are today Friday, December 21st, 2018. And for today, the particular topic discussion that we are briefly going to talk about is underground politics. I really wanted to come and I really wanted to talk about this video because I find that a lot of people are not understanding that before we see things on the surface, there is always the shadow work that is being done. A lot of times there is shadow work that is being done, and once we see the shadow work, then the people see the result of this shadow work. So let's read what I said in terms of underground politics, and then we'll dissect it. All right. So the first thing that I wrote is underground politics is what is unseen. It is what is being done in the shadow. It is what won't be shown. It is the result of the consequences of the action of the people who governed in the past. It is the changing of powers. It is what you and I will never know. Questioning mark. It is the piece of the pie. So these are the little points that I put. And let's just go and let's just dissect. We already know that what is done in the dark will come out in the light. We really know these things. We know that whatever it is that you do in the dark eventually is going to come out in the light. You know, what is on top is going to go down, and what is go down is going to come up. That's just the way of life. And a lot of times, politics, there are a lot of things that are being done in the shadow. There are a lot of things that are being done in the dark. There are major things that sometimes the people of our countries, not only Haiti, but the world, we don't really know, we don't really see until we are living the effect of the world, until we are living the effect of the result, the consequences of what some of the people in leadership have done, you know, what they have, the decisions making that they have taken. So I said that it is what we will never know. And I said question mark. One of the reasons that I said question mark on what we will never know is because this day and time, is it true that we will never know certain things? I find that for us, and I mean us by, loyal citizens, for us not to know what other government or private institution are about, we would have to be living totally a different life. Because once you are able to read, once you can pick a book, once you are able to listen to the news, there are so many independent thinkers coming out. There are so many people that are actually writing. There are so many bloggers, so many posts. Although I have to agree that we have to exercise our great judgment with people that we listen to, but I find that it has become harder and harder and harder for people who are quote unquote placed on leadership role to lie to others, for them to do shadow work. I find that these days with the internet, it's nearly impossible for you to say that you're going to do something and to believe that other people are never going to be aware of what you have done. So I said that it is the changing of powers. A lot of times there are so many things that are done in the dark. A lot of times the people that we believe, and I think I reviewed the book with Naim Moise, like the book that he talked about, like some things about power. I mentioned that to you. A lot of times people who have great title and who hold certain powers, they don't really hold the powers. They just hold the title. They don't necessarily hold any powers. So a lot of times it might just be the underdog person who holds a lot more power, or it might just be people that we never know, people that we will never see, who hold a lot more power. So it is swiftly the changing of powers. A lot of time, these people that we don't know who hold the powers, they sometimes determine who is elected, who is in the position of authority. These are the things that I also not necessarily read from but lived, going out there, putting myself out there and meeting people, quote unquote, who hold certain title or executive director of this, but you don't hold any power. There's still someone who is on top of you that still needs to sign. There's still someone who needs to be approving the things that you said. So I want us to understand that underground politics is the changing of powers quickly, fiercely, and just swiftly also. It is the piece of the pie. It is the piece of the pie, the underground politics. Because let's just say that you have a pie, and let's just say that they present you the pie from the back. And then they're presenting you the pie from the back, but you're not seeing the missing piece because you're looking at the pie like this, right? So it's kind of like, this is the pie, you don't know what's in the back. You're only looking at the pie like this in the window. That's what they're showing you, but there is a missing piece. So the underground politics, a lot of times I feel like this is the missing piece. The underground politics, I feel like a lot of time, once we know all these missing piece of information, then we take it and then we put it together, and then that's when we go, I understand now. But these day and times, as I mentioned to you, if we go back to what you will never know, if you do your own homework, if you do your own research, if you do your own homework research, you do the work, that missing pie that is not out there for the public to see is excuse me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That missing pie is here, So all you have to do is you need to do the work. You need to do your background research. You need to do, the underground homework that people are not going to tell you. And that's with anything. I titled this video The Underground Politics, but that's with any and everything in life. You have to understand that people are never going to come out of their way and give you all the information. People are never going to come out of their way and sit you down and tell you how things were done from A and Z. A lot of times you have to put in the work. You have to do your own research. You have to gather your information, and then you will be able to get the missing puzzle, get the missing pie, and put everything together. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the topic discussion. Wish you a beautiful afternoon, morning, evening, night, whenever you watch this video. And I will see you in the next. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye.